Hey everyone, it's Walker and Scott at Full Spectrum Laser, and welcome to Laser Talk Live.
Indeed.
What are we talking about today?
We're talking about lasers always, right?
Oh,
All things
yeah.
laser and stuff. But
And bathrooms.
that's right. We're going to focus in on everyone's favorite room in the house, the bathroom.
Yeah, where you do most of your reading.
Yeah.
So we're talking laser cut, bookshelves, stuff like that.
Things to put accessories on, bathroom accessories on, maybe the mirrors themselves you could do.
Yeah, you could do mirrors.
The tiling you could do.
A lot of different things you can do.
Custom towel racks and things like that. But you've got a whole
We got a
thing
whole
we got a whole show
visuals.
about this.
Yeah. So first I wanted to start off with stuff that we did in-house that could apply to the bathroom. So this is a tile. Now would look like it belongs in the kitchen, right? But I mean, you could do anything on it. And I just think that's a great look.
Tile's great because you can just do, if you have like a bathroom counter with tiling on it, you could just do a couple tiles and really, accentuate the whole thing. You don't have to do every tile on the thing.
We actually put our logo on the middle tile in the bathroom in the other building.
That's nice.
Yeah, so you walk in, you see it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it
Just
really
a little
pops out and
touch.
stuff, yeah. My dad did that when I was a kid, but he hand painted little apple trees on tiles in the kitchen and stuff.
Oh.
It took him forever.
On the floor tiles?
On the floor and on the counter.
Did they rub off instantly?
Yeah, the floors did. They didn't last.
Yeah.
Better to have laser cut them.
Yeah, I know. And this guy is actually one of our weekly projects. This was the pen holder, but I use this at home for holding my toothbrush. I need somewhere to put my toothbrush because either like I'm running out the door, I brush my teeth, and then I just throw it.
Yeah. Well, if you have roommates, one cup is just not going to do it. Your toothbrushes are bumping together.
That's not
There's
cool.
this great assumption that everyone knows whose toothbrush is whose, right? And that never works out. But if you have your own private stand that's custom to you, you could even put like Walker on there.
I mean, you could do anything.
Yeah.
And that's, like you said, how many times have you borrowed your roommate's toothbrush to clean the bathroom? I've done it plenty of times.
Now you know exactly where to put it back so that he doesn't miss it.
Yes.
That's good.
And then we've also done these glass tiles, which I thought were really cool.
That would look really cool in someone's apartment, modern bathroom for an apartment or something. What is that artist's name? Remember?
What?
That does those kind of prints and stuff?
This is from a comic book, but Andy Warhol, you're thinking, right? No?
Maybe.
But I noticed this on the way over to the other building in the rain, that the actual etching, when it gets wet, kind of disappears. So I thought this would be cool in a shower if you etched everything, and then when you're taking a shower, it gets all wet and you can't see anything.
That's cool.
And then when it dries off, it comes back. So I wanted to show
you
dunking
gotta
it in
demonstrate
water.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So take a look before. We'll try to get a good before. Focus. There we go. And then once it's wet, you can see it a lot less. I just thought that was
That'll
interesting.
be a neat effect with steam and stuff like coming out of the shower and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
That was just something I saw earlier. I thought it was cool and had to share it.
All right.
All right.
So you've seen some other stuff that's inspired you as well, I think, right?
Yeah, we did.
Our-
But first, we're going to get to hellos on Facebook.
Oh, who we got here today?
We have a few people coming in. Monica and Steve are tuning in as usual.
Excellent.
What's
and
up,
then
Monica?
also
Those are
John
favorites.
and Janet are here.
Of course.
Hi
Thank you,
again.
guys.
We actually
Thank
have
you
a
for always
question about
watching.
the tiles as well. Do you do anything special to finish them or paint them or anything?
That's a great question. So when it comes to engraving tiles, what you want is a darker, because it's always going to engrave lighter, right? And if it's already light, it's not going to have great contrast. So the best is actually black granite,
Okay.
because it removes the polish, showing the lighter gray tile underneath.
So you don't want to do white tiling. You'll have almost no effect.
No, you can see it, and it's going to remove the actual clear, like polished top. And eventually it will get so dirty that there is contrast, right?
Is it this week inside the Laser Lab? We're going to
do tiles.
So be
Yeah.
sure to tune in to that show on Thursday.
Yes. And so let's dive into our pinspirations. No, what? These are just examples, right?
Right.
We don't call them pinspirations here.
This is our showcase of examples.
Yeah, you being here confuses me.
Well, I don't have the lab coat on.
Yeah. Well, Nike.
Yeah.
Speaking of bathrooms. So I thought this was great. And just a modern kind of towel holder.
That's really neat.
Because I hate that when I just throw my towel on just like one of those rails, right?
Yeah.
It always looks messy because it's just made for one towel to fold over and sit real nice. And I think this kind of lends to the just throw it in, throw
Good
it
for
on there.
bathrobes and stuff like that. Of course, we spread out the towels so they'll dry.
What?
No, but that's really cool for towels and bathrobes and all that kind of stuff. It looks like a piece of art in your bathroom.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
It's super clean and it doesn't look like it has rules, right? You just throw them on there, and I dislike rules. And then I thought this was cool.
What are we looking at?
So it's a toilet that they engraved.
Oh, it's a toilet
but
top.
it's like a dedication toilet seat. It's like dedicated to 22 years. I forget what it says, to like John. on a
When your career goes down the
yeah. It's just I thought that was ironic. Very cool idea.
Okay.
Maybe not just dedicate to somebody, but yes, cool idea.
So wooden toilet seat, and you can engrave that any number of ways. I could see, like for a kid's bathroom, you could put cartoon characters or all sorts of stuff like that on there.
Yeah.
Make it really fun.
Encourage them. Maybe they're going through that stage in their life where it's scary.
Yeah, make it less scary and stuff.
Yeah.
Or make it really scary, put like a monster face.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll work. And this I thought was just beautiful. It's laser cut and then stacked, glued together. Could be CNC'd, but you could do this with a laser cutter as well.
What material is that?
So it's wood, and it's all stacked, and I just think it's super interesting looking.
Wow.
And unique.
Now how's
I
that going
dig
to take the water?
It looks like they sealed it up pretty good.
Okay.
I would seal it up with epoxy after it was all done.
Okay.
That way it's watertight, you're not going to leak or have any sort of mold issues.
That's pretty cool.
And then you could laser cut mirrored acrylic. If you've never seen or worked with mirrored acrylic, I kind of suggest it. It's got a very cool, unique look to it, and you can do mirrors.
Mirrors are very cool.
Yeah, and something like geometric like this, or really any shape. We've done tons of weird mirrored acrylic stuff.
It's a unique item, and I would think that would be something you could actually sell on a market or something like that, resell out.
Yeah, it looks very high end.
Yeah.
And they have
custom.
Anti-scratch mirrored acrylic too. So if you want to check that out, check out Romark Plastics. They sell all kinds of acrylic that you like. I went to an acrylic store the other day and they didn't have any of this stuff Romark does. So go there.
How heavy is that? Does it feel like glass?
It feels like acrylic. It's
okay.
a lot lighter than glass.
Okay.
Same effect. And then this is what you were talking about, just something you could make this for the kids, just for them to remember what to do.
Brush your teeth. It could be anything like that you want.
Yeah, and
Don't throw your stuffies down the toilet. that kind of thing.
Stuffies?
Yeah, with stuffed animals.
Oh, stuffed animals.
You don't have kids, so.
No, stuffies.
My kids are 18. They're still doing it.
Still got stuffies.
Yeah.
And then this one, just cute. It could be an octopus light switch, so you can remember to turn off the light, because I was yelled at constantly about not turning off the light, because that light being on for maybe a minute more definitely cost your dad $100.
I remember that. Of course, you're so fascinated by it, you're just turning it on and off,
Yeah.
and on and off and stuff.
But that makes the electric bill go even higher, because every time you turn it on, it's like $1, right?
So design-wise, you could do that many different ways. You could put cartoon characters on there, or you could do designs for a modern adult bathroom as well.
Yeah, you can literally do anything with that. A switch plate is essentially 2 holes and a rectangle. And that's actually this week's project, is the switch plate back
For on Indicut.
for inside the laser
Inside.
lab. I think you've done that.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So we are doing that because Jeanette asked for it.
That's right.
That's right. You remember that?
I do.
Well, I do. And then if you are a professional, you have a pro machine, you're doing some sort of work with a restaurant, or if you're in Las Vegas, a club, or
These are
something
the
like that.
bathroom signs for guys and gals.
Yes, the lady and gent. And you could also have this in your house if you want. I mean, whatever you want. But I just think this is a cool professional application, because we live here in Las Vegas, and every bar you go into has a different theme
Right.
and a different kind of weird bathroom sign.
So you could do a sports theme in a sports bar or things like that.
Yes. Football player, cheerleader.
It's very for a very upscale kind of elegant place.
Yes, very, very regal.
Yeah, Like what
Indeed.
material is that? That looks like that Romark.
Yeah, so that does look like a brushed gold by Romark, and then when you engrave away the gold, the black comes out. It's really nice, and there's nothing really like it out there. You can do Surmark, but it's not as dark as this actual plastic.
And it comes in other colors as well, so whatever you're looking
brushed
for.
aluminum, copper, bronze, all kinds of stuff.
Beautiful.
And there's tile. You can do that same design on one piece of tile and then over and over and over again to create the illusion of, one big pattern.
And if you have that tile already on your floor and you're going to redo your bathroom counter, you could accentuate your bathroom counter with just a couple tiles with that design and really bring it all out.
Yeah, I want to do something like this, very much so. And Jeanette on Facebook says, "Ask and you shall receive," for the project. So,
Right. Very
yes.
good.
If
Keep us
anybody
going.
has ideas for projects, please let us know. Sometimes we're having,
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff, but if something someone wants to see done and prove it can be done, we're up for that challenge.
always. And I love making stuff.
And Jeanette also asked if there is a time limit that you should run your laser for a single job. She said that tile looks like it took a long time. So is there a time limit on that?
So there is no time limit. You always want to check the heat of your water.
Mhm.
So if you have a cooler and it's getting up to a certain degree, it will buzz if it gets too hot. So that's
If you're doing longer jobs
Yeah.
and consistently, you might want to invest in a refrigerated cooler or chiller to make sure that your water always stays at above or below room temperature, so you don't have to really worry about that at all.
yes. And there's no real limit. Of course, you can only use your hobby machine for so long, but this engraving, I want to say only took, I want to say an hour at max, and that's not too long for your machine.
Right.
We like to say, running even a hobby machine, 3.5 hours, 4, that's not terrible.
Right.
You're not doing that all day, every day. So
If you are, move up to a Pro
a
Series.
Pro Series, that thing will go a lot longer because it's a lot more robust. That's why it's a Pro machine.
That's right. But this can be done with a 40-watt laser tube just as easily as
Yeah.
a 90-watt or Pro.
That was done on a Muse.
That was on a Muse.
Yeah.
Came out great.
Yeah, I love this. Nick got this design and did it, and he was really into tile for a while.
Yeah, there's
and
2 chickens in there.
I just love this design. It's like my mom would love this.
Yeah, it looks perfect for a country home. I
It
mean,
does.
even if you just hang that up on the wall in the country kitchen, it's
Oh,
gonna,
yeah.
it's gonna look great.
I mean, hand that to mom no matter what, and you say you made it.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then this guy, it's kind of the same thing as the towel hanger. It just was a tree. You could laser cut this, and I just like this idea.
I like the idea that these things are scalable too. If you've got a very small bathroom, you
Mhm.
can scale these things down and still have some beautiful art pieces that are also practical for your bathroom.
That's what I like too. I like something that's beautiful. If it's not being used, it still looks good.
Mhm.
And then if it is being used, you're like, wow, that's cool. It's
Right.
a lot cooler than a stick hanging out the wall.
You could put something like that in any kid's bathroom, and they will find a practical use for it. They'll hang
Yes.
something off of it.
Hang off it, break
They'll
it.
break.
Kids will break everything.
That's why you teach them how to use the laser themselves, and then they can
And then you make them remake
make
it.
that stuff again.
And I figured for the girls, your jewelry. So you have some jewelry.
Oh, for
in the-
necklaces?
Yeah. So your necklaces hang off that, your earrings, stuff like that. Because I've seen girls who get ready and their stuff is all over the counter. Yes, Megan. And
My mom
And-
had like the jewelry box, the classic jewelry
Yeah,
box, and necklaces would all come out tangled up and everything like
oh
that.
yeah, so hanging there is perfect.
Yeah, and it's beautiful just to see, even if you're not wearing those things, you get to enjoy them every day.
Yeah, and I like the design a lot.
Yeah, you can do all sorts
Super
of variations.
clean.
It's very similar to your toothbrush holder, really.
Very true.
You could even design one that hangs toothbrushes off of it. I mean, there's no end
Yeah.
to the different ways.
No,
you
you
can
can
do that.
hang toothbrushes.
Yeah.
Yes, you could.
You should.
You should. And then toilet paper holder.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, so we're getting to the nitty gritty of the laser cut objects, and it's the paper towel holder.
Maybe you want a steampunk bathroom,
Yeah,
You could put gears on there. or
I think
something
it
like
makes
that.
it look. Yeah, it makes it look cool.
That inspires me. I want to do a steampunk
Yeah. What
bathroom.
if when you grab the tissue, it rolls the roll that rolls a gear that does something? I don't know. You got to come up with what happens next.
Kind of like some of our Frankenstein light switch thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all mechanic. That's pretty neat. You could even have a little button where it,
A button that unrolls it for you?
Yeah, for the ultimate laziness.
That would be cool. And then just a makeup holder, like so, just to organize your makeup.
Really easy construction design that can be varied off of like a paper holder and stuff like that.
I mean,
That's
this
easy to
design's
make.
so simple.
Yeah.
And if you have specific products that you use, I think this is cool because you can make different cubbies for those specific products. It's always nice to have a place where this thing goes there. That
Yeah.
way it's all organized, you don't lose it. And I'm
Sure.
talking from experience.
Yeah.
Because I hate losing stuff, and I always do. There we go.
That was inspiring.
That was quite a bit.
Yeah, I like that. A lot you can do and everything you can do in the bathroom sort of translates to stuff you can do in your kitchen and your other rooms and
Yes,
stuff like that.
it
too.
all. I mean, all of the materials that we have in this world go everywhere in the house, outside. So those ideas can be applied anywhere, and that's what's cool about the lasers because it is so versatile.
Yeah, customizing everything, and anybody can do it. It's pretty neat.
Yes. So please do the weekly. Weekly
Weekly
contest winner.
It's time to
Yeah.
announce the weekly
There we
contest
go.
winner. Who is it this week? Who we got, Megan?
Amy Zam from Instagram has won.
Yay!
Congratulations, Amy. And what do we have here? We have sort of the anatomy of a human tooth.
Yes, I love this.
Oh, looks like,
Dentine. Look at that healthy dentine.
lots of different materials. I see some wood.
I think what it is it's engraved and then painted,
painted wood. Yeah.
and then added the labels to it, which I think is very cool.
Looks really cool. Looks like it has a lot of depth to it and stuff. And I can see that being something any dentist would have in their office and stuff. Or
And that's kind of
Illustration.
kid friendly too.
Yeah.
They can learn, and it's colorful and not too off-putting.
Yeah.
I love the biological, the anatomy stuff, and seeing that translated into laser cut. But so some of it, if it's a human body, is a little macabre, right?
especially
Just
teeth. But,
yeah.
but for dentists, it's perfectly appropriate.
Yes. So weekly contest.
So congratulations again, Amy.
Yes.
Everybody join the weekly contest by sending a picture, posting it on our Facebook,
Yes.
correct?
Is that
Or Instagram, right? Also?
What is the hashtag, Megan?
Hashtag FSL Weekly Contest.
Yes, and you can win a free lens or $250 off your next purchase.
Good
And
deal.
feel free to watch us on In the Cut. It's live twice a week on YouTube.
Right.
So we have that, we have this show, and then on Thursday we have the
Laser
Inside the
Lab.
Laser Lab.
Yep.
Man, they have so many names. So,
But we got some questions coming in first.
oh, do we?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So Lauren in Dallas, Texas asks, are there ever situations when a 90-watt laser is too powerful to throttle down to do very fine work? For example, engraving on paper or very thin material at 1,000 DPI.
1,000 DPI. I wouldn't do 1,000 DPI, but you could do it. You could dial down that power enough so you could do it. Just 1,000 DPI, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah, too much for...
And it's too much
Paper,
for, like,
especially.
I would say printing paper.
Mhm.
Like a nice thick cardstock, sure, you could possibly get away with that.
But the settings for throttling down, use the settings. It doesn't really pertain to the laser tube that much, as far as the wattage. you're looking
yeah,
to.
I wouldn't go that high a DPI, period. But
Even if you had a 40 watt.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have any cool like laser engraved paper, send us a picture because I'd love to see that. I've never seen like a really cool laser engraved application
Okay. On paper.
on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, on
For
paper.
engraving,
Yeah,
for engraving.
specifically paper.
Yeah. We also have William in Henderson, Nevada, right here in our little our neighbors, and it says, "Where do I find Walker's project files on things he makes on your shows?"
So they're at Laser 101, right?
Right.
Under free projects, you just have to fill out a form, and you don't have to fill that out every time. It's just one time, then you have all the free projects you want.
Right. It's just your email.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's email, name, contact.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's where you get the projects. And we have almost 100 now.
and adding new ones all the time. So
All the time.
Keep checking
And then-
back.
Each of those projects has like 4 projects in it. So
I would recommend laser enthusiasts, people like the show, check Laser 101 at least weekly to see new content that we put up there.
yes.
New blogs, new projects,
Everything
sorts
you
of
see in the
stuff.
show,
Yeah.
that file is available.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it's open to everyone to go and take a look at, and take a look at it often. All right, one last question. We have Gani in Patterson, New Jersey, saying, preparing for my muse to arrive. Very good. What kind of fire extinguisher do you recommend? As I have heard some can damage the machine and some do not. Very good point.
yes. So we don't recommend chemical, right?
Right, nothing that has like a liquid core to it or anything like that, because that will, you will never get it out.
No, it'll damage your laser.
It's sticky, it's
ruin
globby.
everything.
It'll put out the fire just fine, but if you just have a small flare up on the material and you just need to blast it, that's overkill. So
Yeah.
we recommend a CO2.
Yes. CO2 for your CO2.
Mm-hmm. It's just a mist pretty much.
Yeah, and it's
doesn't
not
leave
going-
a residue on the
That
material.
stuff gets nasty.
Yeah.
I've had to put out a lot of fires, literally and metaphorically. Yeah.
Best way to avoid flame spreading in your laser cutter is to always just monitor your job. If you have to, you can hit the emergency stop.
Oh, e-stop, yeah.
E-stop. Some of the other lasers have safety sensors on the lids. You just open the lid, or
When it comes to fires, really just watch your job being done.
Mhm.
There's always the case where somebody says, I walked away for a split second. I
Right.
blinked and the whole thing was on fire. That's usually not the case.
Right.
I've caught things on fire plenty of times. It happens. You're working with very hot laser and combustible material. It happens. Most of the time it's a slight smolder. If you put it out, it's gone.
use your air assist, right, at all times.
Yes,
That'll
air
minimize the flames as well.
Yeah, and don't get too comfortable. Complacency is not good.
Safety first, always, is our
you-
motto.
Yes, you think at times you are so good that you don't even go through the process of thinking, and then you forgot to turn on the air, and then something's on fire, and you ruin the weekly project. It could happen.
If anybody has any stories to share with us about that stuff, it's always good for people to hear this stuff, and kind of gets it ingrained in the head when you hear funny stories and stuff. It's funny. It's not funny at the time,
Yeah.
but later on, it can be good advice for other people.
Learning can be painful sometimes, but afterwards, it's always a good story.
Right on.
Right on, Garth.
Yeah.
So, I want
Telling
to
people
say,
to go take the online survey, right?
take the online survey. Let us
go-
know how we're doing. We like hearing good things.
Go to Laser 101. Get certified on safety. If you're not certified on safety, that might mean you're unsure about some of the things we're talking about. I recommend everyone go to Laser 101, find our certificates page,
Yes.
and take the laser safety certification test. Get your certificate. This will be something you could take into sin shops with you to say, hey,
I know how to
do
use this thing.
But if you're not part of any organization or something, you're just doing stuff at home, I really recommend understanding the basic safety of using your machine. It's going to save you a lot of headaches.
Yeah, knowledge is power. No matter
right.
what. It's a
Yeah.
corny thing to say, but it's true.
And this is your own life and safety, and
Yes, if you have a laser cutter in your house, that's the last thing you want is fire.
right.
That's,
And laser cutters, especially hobby, are inherently safe with a lot of safety features and stuff like that.
Yes.
Don't want to scare people or anything like that.
No,
But just know going in, have
yes, just like,
the fire extinguisher handy, and
Yes.
that's just standard.
man, we covered that one for a while. We went on.
All right.
And on.
Join us on social media, right? Go
Yes.
join us. Watching right now, you're probably joining us on Facebook.
Yeah, they're like, we're
share
here.
and
We're
like.
here, man.
Yeah. Go to our other social media. Catch us
Actually,
on
our
Twitter.
Instagram's looking really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I checked it out last night. It's been a couple of weeks, and I love the stuff we're posting on Instagram. It looks good, and it's just nice and clean.
Check out that stuff every day. And go and visit our YouTube page. You can catch the archives of our shows and see other videos
Yes.
with lots of tips like alignment and things like that.
Lots of alignment tips
Yep.
and fire tips.
And if there's anything that you don't see on our video page that you need help with,
Mhm.
drop us a line and we will make a video.
Yes, and always feel free to give us ideas on anything.
That's right. And,
Whatever you guys want to see, we'll do it.
And question us live. Join us on the show and throw us questions live, and we will do our best to answer any questions you have about using your laser.
Yes. And until next time.
Keep making.
Hey guys, if you guys want to subscribe to the videos, it's right over here. And if you want to watch more, you can watch them over here. Thanks.